Hi there, and welcome to Dungeons and Babbins. I'm your dungeon master, Babs Daniels. Dungeons and Babbins is a series of Dungeons and Dragons game run on behalf of various charities across Long Island. What that means is every time you see that I have a game published, people have donated money to be a part of that session, and then I send that money to the local charity that I am supporting at the time. Some of those charities include Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, March of Dimes, and Long Island Against Domestic Violence. So if you'd like to donate, the link will be up soon. This is my very first episode podcasting, so we'll see where we go from there. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that there are more episodes to come. Thanks for listening! So everybody, welcome to Wylexia. This is an area to the north where they're currently experiencing an extended winter. And because the weather has gotten so cold and frigid and the snow is getting so high, you have all gone to the Wylexia Inn and just to warm up and just kind of shield yourself from the cold winter weather for a little bit. And you are all mostly at your separate tables, and the inn is pretty busy. When you have gone in, you've seen that there's like kind of reindeer everywhere and cute little snowmen that kids and adults have probably made. And it seems to be just like a charming mountain town. So you chose like the biggest, warmest looking place to go for the evening. And whoever wants to start this up is welcome to go first.
I guess, have we already gotten our meals and we're just kind of tucking in at the moment?
Well, you're all at separate tables. So Linra's at her own table. Squib is at a table with Ritheb, who is another goblin. The Kale's on his own, and their Hawthorne is just around the corner, sitting at kind of like a bar seat.
Cool. I'm probably going to attempt to get food. So, I guess if I wave somebody down or go wherever to a bar to be like, hey, I need me some din-din.
Alright, so Eloise, the dwarf barmaid, comes by and goes, "Hello, how you doing?"
Frigid.
Well, that's what happens in Wylexia. What can I get you?
Get me a dry ale and just get me whatever your stew is that you got going.
Alright, a tank of bitter and some stew. We'll be right back, and that will be, let's see, 11 copper pieces.
And she throws down 2 silver and tells her to keep the change.
Thank you kindly. And if you're wondering about the accent, it's because dwarves are from down under.
Oh. I love that you give each one of them a different accent. It's awesome.
Yeah, so Eloise is gonna, she continues to Squib and Ritheb. Goes, "Alright, gents, your meal will be up in a second. Just remind me, we got a lot of people here today. We don't really have, we're not really so full, so remind me what you got? Was it the roasted sausage? Or was it the porridge?"
No, I think it's a roasted sausage with the mead.
And Ritheb slams his fist on the table and goes, "Dried lamb." Goes, "Right. Sorry about that. It'll be out in a minute."
Yeah, take your time.
And as she goes up to Dekale, just goes, "You seem a little bit new, just like everybody else here. By your garb, I'm assuming you're a druid. Do you go for the meat dishes, or am I getting you some of the vegetarian type of fare?"
I'm okay with meat dishes.
All right. Well, we got sausage, we got lamb, we got porridge. 2 different types of porridge, apparently.
Well, it's rather cold, so I think I'll go with the porridge.
All right. Wheat or barley?
How about we go with barley?
All right. 2 copper pieces, and that also comes with a mug of beer.
That would be excellent. And I give also give her 2 silvers and tell her to keep the change.
Oh, you foreigners are really, really kind here. Thank you very much. And she sticks it in one of the pouches of her garb, and then she's going to continue on to the side room. Hawthorne, it's actually Marie Fred who comes to you at your area. You're kind of like in her. I have not worked in a restaurant for a long time. You're in her quarter.
Did you say her name Marie Fred?
I did.
You named her Marie Fred. Okay, just her.
Hello, how are you doing?
Lovely, thank you. Alright.
What could I serve for you today?
What kind of meat do you have?
Well, tonight we have dried lamb with curd cheese and a tankard of mead, and we also have roasted sausage with curd cheese and a tankard of bitter.
I'll take the lamb. Thank you.
All right, and that will be 11 copper pieces.
All right. I will toss her a couple of silver and also tell her to keep the change.
And she takes it and says, "Thank you very much," and then she heads over to the hobgoblin and the orc, and you hear her just very fluently speak these very guttural languages. So she goes from a very nice tone to and she's speaking in their natural languages, and they seem to be at least a little bit used to her, so they answer in kind. She goes into the kitchen, which is this way. Eloise joins her presently.
Ooh.
And eventually they come out and they serve everybody. And as you are all being served, it seems to be getting much darker than normal, and if you look out the windows, the snow has picked up, so if anybody had gotten rooms at different inns, you're kind of out of luck getting there safely. And you kind of hear like some commotion from this particular room where people are just a little bit distressed about impending cabin fever. To kind of soothe everybody, Marie, Fred, and Eloise are handing out their food. It's like, there you go, here's your dried lamb, here's your roasted sausage, and here's your barley porridge. And she just says that as she puts down food at everybody's plate.
Yeah, Linra just kind of looks outside, like, as she's setting down food, and she just kind of curses to herself. She's like, y'all wouldn't happen to have any rooms here that I can get, would you? Because this doesn't look good.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of rooms. We have a couple of singles, and they're on the second floor. And if you're really spending, we do kind of have two very nice large rooms down in the basement by the sauna. Those are that is a full 5 silver pieces a night.
I think I'd probably be okay with just a single.
All right, and we can definitely have that ready for you. And on this floor, we have 2 doubles. So if and she kind of announces this to the room, so we have 2 doubles with double beds in each. So in case you want to cut down on costs and get to know each other a little better, some people can share a room and be nice and warm as this weather kind of tortures us a little bit.
Linra just kind of glances over at other people. It's like, not sure just yet. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, no, I am doing the same. Because who are all of these people?
And Marie Fred says the same thing that Eloise did, but in the guttural voices to the bugbear and to the orc. And the bugbear just kind of comes into the other room, looks around at all of you, smiles a little bit.
Yes.
Lenra takes a really huge like gulp of her bitter ale. She's just like, I'm gonna just keep my face down in this food. Thank you.
And
Yo.
what I say was the hobgoblin. He raises his mug to you because you didn't say anything, and he's just like, hmm. And then he's gonna go back to his food because he's hungry.
Lenra's reaction is food closer.
Anyway.
It's like, no.
Squib has proceeded to take some of the silverware, the metalware that was at the table, and has managed to fashion it into a little mini walking robot that's kind of strutting around the table, making some really horrible noises, and he's laughing at it hysterically.
Oh goodness.
DeKale's sitting at his table watching that little robot and is just snickering.
Yeah. I definitely hear. Are the noises loud enough to hear from where I am? What do you reckon?
I would say my laugh, I'd be laughing like, that stupid thing. It'd be about
Okay.
that. I imagine it would carry across a boisterous room.
And
Oh, okay.
Rithab looks at it and he goes, "You, what is your life purpose?"
I imagine it makes toast, no?
As he asks that, the mechanism begins to whir and sputter and then explodes.
Oh no! All right.
Oh,
so
I was just
hear
about
the
to throw food at it.
It's near me. It's very cartoonish, but it putters and explodes. Like the thing falls apart. A big puff of smoke kind of like sets him for Squib for a minute, and then Squib like pauses and thinks, and then just looks at the rubble and goes, "That."
All right, so I definitely hear like the laughter like piques my interest, but the explosion gets me up and out of my seat, and I'm just like, "Are y'all okay over there?"
DeKale looks at Squib and raises his mug and takes a drink.
Linda is attempting to scoot farther away from that table while on the bare rug, and so like the chair like doesn't move the way that she wants to, so she just like face down into the bowl.
I was going to look over to Linra and go, "Do you know them? And if so, are they always like that?"
She just shakes her head because she's just like, I know nothing.
So drawn by all of the laughter, you see this little gnome in a suit come out, and he looks at you, very confused. Addresses the kind of stopwatch he has.
Good night, ladies. I'm going to head back into work. Thank you for dinner. I have at least one new candidate. So if you can get that taken care of, and I will see you all in the morning.
And the ladies say, "Bye then." And in spite of being told that it is very, very cold out, the suited Vem just leaves the inn.
Oh, I feel silly. I don't think any of us really introduced ourselves or like what we looked like. I'm a goblin. Actually even better. Hold on a minute. So this is what Squib looks like. I don't know if you can see, but that's Squib right there. He's a goblin artificer, so he definitely looks very beat up, ragged. He is blind in his right eye, but he has a set of goggles, one side of which is blacked out, so when he wears it, it's really just an eye patch. And he also has a knife wrench, because I'm funny like that. But yeah, definitely beat up. Yeah, very rough and tumble character. So like so if anyone's looking and wondering what Squib looks like, that's what he looks like. Bit of trouble.
I am sending one to the group chat here on Zoom. If y'all want to look at Lenra, like, it's just literally my Ren Fair garb. Except for obviously I have a cloak on because it's balls cold outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, in this particular image that I had for you, it's Linra in kind of a fur-lined coat.
That's perfect. She's that extra.
Yes.
Right.
Mike here, if you can see in the little thumbnail, that's him.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, no, and my character is basically just this like 6 foot just shredded guy. Basically Doom guy but without the armor.
Oh,
Oh, that's why you were calling him Doom Guy earlier.
Yeah, no, like legit, this was going to be for a meme game where I was Doom guy. Like, honest to God, Doom guy. But yeah, he's got this giant great axe. He's got this shield on his back, and he's got these like gauntlets. They don't. I almost want to say they look like the Infinity Gauntlet, but not nearly that. Gaudy.
Bedazzled.
Yeah, no. Basically, these look like they could punch someone through 6 walls.
oh wow,
Yeah.
that's rad.
Oh yeah, no. But he's just kind of like taking in everyone at this point.
Takeo is 6'2", but he is not shredded at all.
So yeah, Lenra is probably like the shortest one out of like the non like goblin or non halfling dwarfish races then, because she's only 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
She's half elf.
Nice.
The other room, there are 2 humans. There is a strange looking elf, or possibly goblin, and as I said, the hobgoblin and the orc. And that's who's presently in there, besides the dwarf Eloise and the human Marie Fred. As the night goes on and you're hearing the wind whistle, Marie Fred and Eloise are refilling your drinks every now and then. And Eloise strikes up conversation with everybody who has tipped and like, so can I top you off there a little bit, Takeo?
Sure.
Right, and might I ask what you're doing all the way up in these parts?
Well, just traveling at the moment. Just on looking, well, wanting to learn some more magic. So, traveling to find a mentor.
Well, it seems you have rhyme or reason to head all the way up to Icewind Dale, I guess. But because it's Rime of the Frost Maiden. No, I did not buy that one. Well, yeah, you're heading pretty far north for that. I would imagine you can go just down to Neverwinter, or I don't know if you're going to head pretty south to Waterdeep, but to each their own. And she kind of gives you a smile and she heads over to one of the other tables. She gives Squib just an exhausted look because she sees little scorch marks of where the little fork and spoon creature had exploded. Yeah, that's a few copper for cleaning that up.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, sorry about that. I was just having a laugh. I apologize. And I flicker a gold coin and be like, keep the change.
Takes it. All right.
She takes it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you flicked it to her and she caught it.
Yeah.
And she goes over to Linra and goes, "You okay there? You don't look like you're kind of enjoying this group over here."
Just she pulls out her Harper coin and flashes. She said, "I'm tired and I'm waiting for my next quest. Just trying to get along." Voice is a little cause you know, play shows for a living.
Oh, you're a bard.
Yup.
May I ask
Oh.
a quick question?
Yep.
Do Harper coins do anything like warm up when they're in proximity to each other?
No, they would glow slightly.
Okay.
They would glow slightly, and if you're trying to communicate with someone, like seeing if there's another Harper in the area, you would just like click it, and then anyone nearby would kind of have a little vibration, sort of.
Yeah, Lenra, whenever she holds hers up, she like to flash it to Eloise. She stops and she's like, it glows, so she just kind of looks around real quick and then puts it back away.
That's a fancy little thing there. Means absolutely nothing to me, but again, to each their own, and she heads off.
That's fair.
At this point of the night, I need everybody to do a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Oh Lord. Oh, good. I'm proficient. Okay.
Let me get a pen and paper. I apologize, I skipped Hawthorne, but I'll make that up.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
I just died or whatever.
What did you get?
A 4.
Oh.
Do we add our Constitution modifier to it?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember. It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, Takale, I got a 6.
Okay.
Well,
Dude, I'm telling you, like, those other games, I was like, I'm surprised I'm rolling well, and now it's like, are you serious? My bad rolling streak came back. I swear to God, I'm gonna yeet these dice.
Ugh.
well, if it makes you
I
feel
got
any
a-
better, when I rolled my actual dice, I got a 4 again. So
You were meant.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I have a 17.
And
Ski.
squib. Brett.
I rolled a 10 plus 4, which is 14 total.
Okay. So this is how you die.
Oh boy.
I died first.
Yourself into the abyss.
Yeah.
The Lord eateth and the Lord yoinketh away.
Yo.
So, Takale, as the night goes on, you're just feeling pretty tired. You have traveled really, really far since you're from the Golden Fields. You are more than a month. You're like 2 months travel from home, and you're kind of feeling it. You're in the frozen north. It's cold, and you're ready to tuck in for the night. So, did you want to have a single room or a double room?
I'll go with a. Let's live dangerously. Let's go with a double room,
All right.
just
so
to save
you-
money.
You are led to one of the doubles. See, it's a nice big room. And the 2 commoners are going to share one bed because they're just like, we don't know anybody. We're just gonna take the next room. Linra, even though you're from Neverwinter, you're about, I think, a little bit closer than Takale. You're a month closer in travel than Takale was, and it's not really clear if you had traveled straight from Neverwinter, but it's still been like kind of a month's travel for you. You're feeling it as well, and you said before that you are kind of, your throat's tired, and Eloise had seen that you were too tired for her to ask if you could bard, so it is your turn to retire. And you said you wanted the single.
Yeah.
All right, so your coin is collected, and you are sent off to your single room. Let's see. Squib, you and what's his face? Rithib are just drinking it up and just being annoying as hell.
Oh yeah, totally cracking jokes in goblin speak, like ripping on people, just being little dickheads.
And at one point, you are so loud that the hobgoblin comes in and goes, "I cannot take it anymore. I'm going to bed." And he charges off, and he charges into the room that Takale went into and claims the entire bed for himself.
Someone's a party pooper. Come on. It's no one. What's the big...
Oh, just side note, like meta knowledge for later. Linra does know goblin, so anything that y'all have been like ripping on and saying, she hears it and understands it, and she's just like, "Oh God, I'm too tired for this shit."
It would probably just be like, fart jokes, crap like that. Like nothing crazy, nothing serious, but like sharing stories, and then maybe like if someone goes by, not being raunchy, vulgar, but just the equivalent of just being of bored jerk talk.
Yeah.
So after the hobgoblin leaves, Eloise comes in and goes, "All right, there is one more double that has one bed free, or you three can be taken to different floors. It's all up. It's up to you. It's just so you know, singles are a lot more expensive." Lost my accent. There we go.
Lord.
That, whatever's fine by me. I mean, technically, theoretically, I have my own pull-out bed, and as he does this, he takes his backpack off, which is mechanical in nature. He throws it on the ground, and then before anyone can say, he goes, "Don't worry, this thing doesn't explode like the forks and the knives. That was just a goof. This is the real deal." And then from his backpack emerges a 4-legged mechanical device, and he goes, "That's my bed. Meet Peggy."
Right, but we have to clean up around you, so you need to be off somewhere like a room that you pay for.
Okay.
So single or double? Which do you prefer?
Double's fine.
And then I will take the single.
All right. So, give me one sec. I'm gonna do that. All right. And it is now Hawthorne's turn. Oh, well, no, you said you were taking the single too.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm coming up from like Baldur's Gate, so
that's far.
yeah.
Just because you are all heading to sleep now, I'm gonna have our 10-minute break be now, so we come back at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I'm trying to keep it as a one shot. So I'm gonna have you all wake up in the order that you fell asleep. So Takale, you wake up and it is colder than you expected, especially for what you paid. And you wake up and you immediately notice that you are in a bed. There is like a little table next to you that has some tasty bread and a mug of something steaming. But this does not look like the room that you fell asleep in.
Not touching that food.
Same thing, you wake up and you had been in a bed. You had been with Squib or Peggy.
I felt Peggy.
But you are in a properly sized bed, and you have a mug of something steaming next to you with another plate of what looks to be tasty bread.
Like Squib like immediately does not recognize what's going on, and check Squib. I check my person. Like, do I have all my materials on me? Do I have all my tools? Like, What's going on? Where am I?
You have the clothes on your back, and that's it.
My
I'm
knife
not making
wrench?
you do a perception check for that.
My knife wrench? It's gone?
It's gone.
My knife wrench for kids. No. Like once when you find like Squib's a goblin, he's very like when he finds out, he freaks out. He screams bloody murder. Like curses in goblin very, very loudly, like fuck.
So with that, he wakes up everybody else, and there's just this general confusion as the two humans who are in the other room wake up. Linra wakes up, and Hawthorne wakes up, and you all wake up in what looks to be cells, but you're in pretty comfortable beds with end tables that have steaming cup of what smells to be like hot chocolate with a little bit of pumpkin spice in it. That's how I like my hot chocolate. And depending on your preference, there's either apple bread, pumpkin bread, or banana bread.
Banana bread sounds good.
Squib's still in a rage, looks at the food, and then screams at the food, "Give me my shit back, you asshole!" And then starts kicking it.
The bread remains indifferent.
Are you screaming that in common or goblin?
It's mixed, so you'll hear like, "No, asshole! Fuck!"
Linra finally like gets up and she's like, "What the?" And like just like deadpans for a sec, kind of like has a disassociation moment. And then she realizes and she's like, "Oh fuck now." Like runs and like grabs the cell arms and like tries sticking her head through, being like trying to figure out where she's at.
All right, do a perception check, please.
Oh, I got a nat 20 on that. Nice.
Oh, okay. So you notice when you grab the bars, they're strangely like thinner than you would expect. And when you look out of the window, you do see that there are kind of sconces on the walls. And as you peek your head out, you see the little gnome in the nice suit walk down.
Oh, hello. Everybody here woke up a little bit earlier than I expected.
How are
She
you doing
curses
today?
to him out in Draconic and she's like, and then switches to commons like, "Where the hell did you take us? What is this?"
Well, I did mention to the barmaids that I did have some interesting candidates, and you look like a spirited one.
Squib like runs up to the bars too, but he can't see anything. But he sticks one of his big ears out between the bars to hear better. So his ears like kind of antennaing all over the place to try and hear what's going on.
Yo.
She fusses at him. She's like, "If you weren't so close to me, I would have used shatter on you by now."
Me too, asshole.
All right. Babs, I would say it's safe to assume we do not have our like weapons.
It is safe to assume that. And he just walks down the hallway, and he notes that each of you are awake.
I give him the most intimidating glare I can give him.
Well, he's not to you yet.
Well,
Fine.
once he gets there.
He stops at Squibs and looks at it and goes,
You're very spirited. Oh, you.
Squib is like mounted on the bars because he's so little, but like he hopped up and like just like on all fours, just like frothing at the mouth, just like staring at this guy, just being like, "Where'd you put my stuff? Give me my stuff back!"
Oh, don't worry. You're gonna get new stuff real soon, kiddo.
You're gonna remove that new stuff out of your own body if you don't let me out of here, you douche, you jerk. Sorry, I really should have asked. I should have asked if everyone was comfortable with me cursing, because I'm dropping some horrible language. I apologize for anyone.
You're fine.
All right.
This is honestly super amusing.
Oh, good.
I love it.
I'm glad.
I'm just waiting for you to scare the shit out of me again.
Oh, well, well,
So, actually, roll intimidation.
roll intimidation. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me pull up. Let me roll that.
Now thinking about it, it's probably good that this is pre-dragging, because if Linra didn't have Cinder there, she'd be freaking her shit even worse.
I don't know what I would do about Cinder.
With my +0 intimidation, that's 2.
Oh
Unsur-
goodness.
So Vem just chuckles. Goes, goblin. Or no, yeah, you are a goblin.
Is
And he just moves on.
running?
Are we able to cast anything?
Yes.
All right. I want to grab that asshole with mage hand and smash him into the bars.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Yes. Get him.
Can you roll? You can't. Mage hand only does 10 pounds.
Can I
Oh,
shake
no.
him, though?
Yes.
All right. Then I want to shake him.
Okay.
Yo.
It's like, be glad that I'm only shaking you, asshole, and not hitting you with a firebolt. Let us out.
Alright.
And can I...
So he is going to, after you shake him, gets really mad. He goes, oh! This'll be fun. So he takes out a flask from the inner coat. He takes off the top and just splashes it not at you, but at an angle from you. And this piping, like boiling hot brown fluid strikes the wall, and you hear everything like hiss.
All right.
Don't make me use that to its full capacity.
And he just tightens it back up, puts it back in his coat, and he's going to move on.
What can I... While he's doing that, could I see any keys on his belt or anywhere?
You do not see anything on him.
Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. So Vem continues to go south, and he stops at Hawthorne, because Hawthorne wanted to say something.
I more wanted to glare at him super intimidatingly. Let's see if I can actually do it.
Yeah, roll
Okay,
intimidation.
I got a 13. So
Hey,
not bad.
double digits.
Yeah.
You two stare at each other for a little bit, and just at the end of it, he just kind of looks away. And he looks back at you and goes,
Good.
You might be Jessica's favorite.
and then he just leaves. Boop.
Where's he leaving? Is he backtracking?
No, he's going to the bottom.
Okay.
Linra hollers out from like between the bars, like, "Hey, how many of us are in here?"
I'm in here. I'm in here too.
What?
Alright,
so-
so Hansel and
Wow.
Gretel are here.
I am not Hansel and I am not Gretel.
Oh boy. Squid does.
Alright,
Yeah.
oh, I was just gonna say I'm here.
We don't know who I is. But I am Vapar and I am Sata. I'm just looking at name generator. Leave me alone.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yo.
So Linra starts
That's
making mental notes, like, "Hey, I'm the bard that was sitting at the bear rug. Who all else was here from last night?"
Oh, yeah.
Linra,
I was standing across from you.
Linra, you hear in your head someone go,
Oh,
She like flails backwards onto the bed, and she's just like, "What the fuck was that?"
Lord.
and then you also hear grunting goes, I am here.
Squib has gone back into the bed and has begun shredding it, hoping to find bed springs. And as he's doing that, he's screaming out, "I'm the exploding utensil guy! Good to see you, I guess."
Okay, good, Goblin Boy, gotcha.
And to Gale says, I'm the druid that was sitting, the elf druid sitting at the table by himself.
All right.
That's a really weird way to introduce yourself. Yeah, sitting by yourself, that's really sad. Don't you have a twin?
Lenra's still kind of shook by the thing that was speaking in her brain. Could anybody else hear that, or was it just her?
You're the only one in range. Wait.
Oh, delightful.
Let me double check on this asshole. Yeah, you are the only person in range.
Of course I am. She starts just she starts singing a song to herself, just trying to calm herself down. This is the song she's singing, but she's singing it to herself in Draconic because she's like, I don't know what this thing can, like, in her mind, her whole thing is like, I don't know if it can understand me. I want to speak every language I know to make sure it doesn't understand me. So yeah.
So as soon as you start singing, it goes in your brain, and then it just goes away.
Jeez.
It did not like the singing.
Oh.
She starts like singing out loud to in Draconic as well. Like after she hears that, she's like, all right, this is good. I
Is
can
that
handle
the
this.
sound of like someone dying? Because that sounds horrible. Mr. Druid who sits by himself, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Can Squib's absolutely, if available, Squib has just torn fully into this mattress. Has he been able to find any springs?
It's just a like a straw-filled bed.
Crap. So once again you hear Squib kind of like Squib just being shredding, just being like, gosh, shit, fuck, what, no springs? Oh, they're cheap too, these assholes.
Are you looking for metal?
Yeah.
Can you do something with the door?
Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Do I still have my boots on me?
Yep.
Cool. It's like, oh well, I forgot about this. I'm going to activate my boots of winding path, and I'm going to teleport outside of the room. I can teleport 15 feet at will.
Okay.
I'm like, ah. And I stop, and I'm like, okay, I'm free. And I gotta get you all out of here now too. I wish I had my shit. Who do I see? Do I see anyone next to me? Like, who do I see first?
Takale is to your right, and Sada is in the one to your left, and Sada is just leaning up against the bars, and she's drinking her hot cocoa with the splash of pumpkin spice, and goes, "You're the really creepy one."
So did it work? Did you do something to the bars?
No, my own invention. Luckily they took all my mechanics, but they didn't take my shoes. Because they're booby trapped, because my feet smell real bad. But other than that.
Alright.
That's a weird flex, but okay.
I'm not talking to you. Shut up, weird guy.
Not a guy, I'm a girl.
Sorry.
She Linra takes a sec from like singing her song to herself and like recognizes the goblin dude, and she quips at him in goblin like, hey, what are you doing? Like, are you out? What's going on?
That immediate, like hearing the goblin speak, that immediately brings me over to where that voice is coming from. I'm expecting to see another goblin, actually, even though because I'm still not in my right.
All right, so you run up to where Linra is.
Like, well, cool. But just because like it wasn't like not very. Squib has not met a lot of people that speak Goblin outside of Goblin folk. So, but so Squib just goes, "Nah, I'm not very strong. I guess I'm gonna take the bars. I'm just gonna shake them real hard, like as hard as I can."
Your
Like,
strength check?
wait, how did you even get out?
It's a trick only I can do. I'm sorry. You said, Babs, did you say you wanted me to roll something?
Strength check.
Strength check? Okay, I'm gonna use a different dice on. Yay! I'm a beast! Natural 20.
The bars shatter in your hands.
Whoa, hang on, hold up. I gotta unmute just to say, ooh! I was just watching y'all play because I joined late.
Nice.
So Brett, the bars just shatter in your hands, and there's just like, because as I said before, the bars are oddly thin, so you break them apart very easily, and now there's nothing between you and Linra.
Do I have 2 shards in my hands?
Huh?
Do I have 2 shards in my hands?
Yes.
I like make a movement like are they shank worthy?
Linra backs up,
I
she's
mean,
like,
if you
"Oh,
want to
oh,
try
no,
and
no,
shake
no,
Linra.
I'm sorry. No, not you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got distracted. No. You're free. Let's get the rest of these guys out of here. And then he starts running down the.
Where'd you go?
Oh, he goes back to Takale. And goes, and then, like I show him like the bars. Like, I did this. You should be able to do it too.
All right, so everybody who's gonna try and break out on their own, just like instead of doing it one at a time, everybody at once do strength checks.
If Squib works harder, you're like the bars are easily breaking. You can get out of them.
What is my score?
I got a 15.
All right. Is this straight strength or is this athletics?
Strength.
Oh, okay.
I got a 16.
I got a 13.
All right, so you're all very confused about why you were taken to these individual cells that you could break out of almost immediately. So whoever rolls the highest, it just shatters, and the lowest, which was ironically Hawthorne, you can step out. You got to duck a little bit because you didn't completely snap the entire thing, but you get out very easily. And does anybody want to inspect said bars?
Not me.
Takale's gonna gather up a couple of shards of the door, since it's metal, right? And try to hand it to Squib, since I don't know his name because none of us said our names. But be like, hey, can you do something with this?
I could try. I take a look at. I use with the shards in my hands, and I take a good look at them. What can I decipher from them?
What was your investigation check?
I didn't roll an investigation. I'm sorry. I will roll that. Investigation. 14. 10 plus 4 again. Jeez.
They're oddly sticky, not made of metal, and they kind of smell like peppermint.
I think these are made out of candy. Gross.
Seriously?
And dumb.
Candy.
Does Linra grab one from like, are there any leftovers from her?
There's a ton everywhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they didn't despawn. There's just shards everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because like that before you said that they were candy, like that was her first instinct. It's like, oh, shard, like stick one in my bootlegs so that way I have them for later. But now it's like, oh, they're sticky. Wait.
I imagine with me being sweaty, gross. Like I let go of them and they stuck to my hands, and I'm like, no, get off. Wipes his hands off on his pants. Is anyone else free? What?
We're not free. No, you didn't rescue us. We're just simple farmer girls.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say that since Linra got out of hers, like that's what my strength check was for, was to get the twins out.
Oh,
Alright, so the 15, you get them both out. So
Okay.
now everybody's free. I'm gonna.
Yeah, she like looks at the candy and is like, after she pulls it out of her boot, she's just like, oh, is this some sick joke? Like, this is disgusting.
I don't.
I'm unsure, but the food is really good.
You ate the food?
Oh yeah, it was left for us. I had banana bread, and I had pumpkin bread.
How do you think we got here? It had to have been the food that we ate last night. That can't be a good thing, right? Am I being paranoid here?
No, you're not.
I'm inclined to agree.
Well, I hope they didn't put some Mike's Hard Lemonade in your stuff and try and hide the poison that they put in there. Cause
Poison, two. She just kind of tries to spit it out, and then Natha goes,
Wait, I hear that?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, you're still with
okay,
them.
is anybody else hearing this? Just anybody else hearing this?
The twins raise their hands.
Do I hear anything?
Nope.
Okay.
You heard it say lick the bars?
Well, yeah, that's the
No.
one that told me to eat the food. They says it was very nice. And it was.
She just kind of like, she doesn't throw up, but she just like makes a off to the side, like,
And
looks over at everybody else like, there's something that in my head telling me to lick the bars.
or eat the food. And as the twins are talking, all of a sudden you all notice they're furry.
Oh, that's
Well, I'm glad I didn't eat that.
same.
What's this Pinocchio bullshit going on?
Sister, I told you to wax before we went on vacation. I did. I don't know why I'm too so hairy.
No. I almost choked her.
And to end my terrible accent, all of a sudden their face explodes into this like large snoot, and Pepper and Santa are now two reindeer.
Oh. Oh dear.
What?
Yep, called it. They
What?
poisoned the food. She just like scooches by the reindeer to like walk down towards everybody else. She's like,
Yep.
don't touch or eat anything.
Wasn't planning on it.
And as you move further south, the voice in your head just slowly fades out.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
I have so many numbers.
Do I need? We need to get her. I need to get my stuff back. Do you guys need your stuff back too?
Yes.
Preferably. I have a really nice rapier that I would like to keep.
Yes,
I
I
want
need
my
my
bow.
great axe and I need my shield.
I need my tools back. And like like you can hear like Squid's like Squid. He's over like he's been very aggressive, but like when he says that, like he's almost crying. Like he's very upset. Like I might as well back.
Lenra walks over to him and head pats.
Squib isn't sure about it, but he accepts.
It's okay.
So do you want to head to the top of the hallway or to the bottom of the hallway?
Well, the little dude came in from the top of the hallway.
And he left.
He left from the and then he left from the bottom.
Lenra's like, let's not go to the top. The me telling me to do things.
All right then.
As soon as you say that, you hear a voice go,
"Where are you going? I'm still up here."
Oh yeah, the hobgoblin. Did you eat anything? She hollers up at him.
I'm making a roll.
Bread and beer.
Did you eat it?
Yes.
All right.
Just leave him then.
Love you, dude, but we gotta go. We'll come back for you here in a little bit once we figure out what the hell's going on. You finna be a reindeer eating hay.
A what?
And you hear his voice kind of transforming as he's slowly changing.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I'm gonna, let's follow where that guy went. Hopefully we can find her stuff. Squib goes following. Oh, and Squib just kind of looks like, my name's Squib.
Hi, I'm Linra. She just kind of like tiredly waves because she's like, I'm normally getting more pep in my step, but I am so over this already.
Hi.
I'm Takeo.
Hi, Takeo.
Hello, and I am Hawthorne.
Hi,
She
Hawthorne.
just round waves to everybody.
These remind me of meetings I've had. Let's go. No.
All right, meet and greet's over. Let's go.
Alright, so you're continuing south?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am very I don't cover a lot of ground. Yeah, that's the best way to phrase it. But I try.
All right. Would you like some assistance? Because
Okay.
I will pick up Squib if he wants.
I'm gonna. Okay. If I have like an idea, like if I to choose, like I'll roll a d20. If it's 1 to 10, I'll say yes, and if it's 11 to 20, I'll say no, and I rolled a 7. So yes.
All right. So Hawthorne just goes and like kind of scoops you up and carries you. Not quite like a. I'm trying to.
Are you
trying to
potato
decide.
sacking
Basically,
him?
Like a cat.
No, not over the shoulder or anything. Literally just like scoops you up and just holds you kind of in his hand under his armpit.
Oh, like.
Oh, so like like I'm hanging like.
You are
like,
hanging by your middle.
Like I'm a keg, just like.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like how I try and hold cats and I fucking hate it.
Who
Squib
holds
is
cats
big.
like that?
I'm not a cat person.
Squib is even more unsure, but looks at Hawthorne and kind of goes, "Okay, fine."
So the
Cats
best
hate the Lion King. The Lion King hold the worst, though.
Just walk around holding him
Cats
like a
really
weapon in
don't
front
like
of her.
You mean a shield, a meat shield?
That's how you get a long cat, though.
All you gotta do is just take off your shoes, Squib, and then you're instant like defense. We just gotta deal with that bad scent.
Oh,
You can weaponize his feet.
Absolutely.
I mean, flip him around, take his shoes off, and run at somebody. Either that, or do the whole handhold thing and spin.
No, that's a great idea, but until I get my tools, I don't want to use my ace in the hole, okay?
No, that's a different weapon. Anyway, as you finally pass all these cells, you see a scorched rug, the table and chairs. You see this room, the table and chairs, the stone floor. It opens up to the left, and you see the stairs that go one way, and then you see that there's stuff to the right. Where would you like to head?
Is there
And
actual
I'm saying your left and right. So this would be the left, and this would be the right.
Okay, so stagehand.
Is there actual stuff on that table, like papers, or is it actually empty?
I could make something up.
Yeah, let's investigate the table.
All right, then. I'm not gonna make you do the roll. Just keep this quick. So you see a bunch of notes. It looks like notes written in different hands, and you see some notes that detail what each of you look like, some of what the twins look like, and some of the travelers. And it looks like whoever was guarding the town has been keeping tabs on who's been coming in, out, and who might have just passed by and never actually come in. So you're not exactly what sure these notes are for. They're just basic stats like general height, weight, what your perceived danger level is.
Sorry.
Huh?
Can I see what my perceived danger level is?
Same.
Be like, hey guys, I've got some stuff on us. Like, it says that I'm, and then whatever you say it is.
It says perceived danger level, lemon drop. Could be sweet, but might be really bitter at the end.
I don't even like lemons. Wow, that's insulting.
And
What
for
does-
hawthorns, it says use extra chains.
You beefy Hawthorne. And she just keeps reading.
Well, they're just very short notes.
Very short
like,
things.
Yeah, whatever stores that you may or may have gone to previous to the inn.
And she stops at that and she's like, these assholes
Oh, and there's
trailing
also,
us.
I forgot. There's also notes on what weapons were removed to you and what table they would belong to. Like, you see table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4 next to certain items.
Okay, good. So I communicate that to everybody like, hey,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I did not care, but until you said that they had stuff about us, I'm totally bought in. What do the rest of it say?
Are you asking me or are you asking Linra?
Linra or Lirna?
Linra.
Linra, thank you. I'm sorry, I don't
It's
know why.
okay.
Yeah. What does the rest of ours say? I gotta know now. I'm sorry.
Well, it says your stuff is at whatever table his stuff is at, and then your danger level is
specifically double trouble because there's him and the other goblin that came in together. And it says firecracker next to it because he's an artificer and they're like proceed with caution.
That sounds about right.
Linra's just really sad. She's like, I have a lemon drop.
No, I don't know.
She hands the papers over to Cal. She's like, she's disappointed now. She's like, here, you read your shit. I'm done with this. She just kind of walks over and leans close to a sconce.
Oh,
That's okay.
so Tikil, is this before you met the Phandalin group, or is this after?
I thought you said this was before.
Well, that was when we had more people who had been in the Phandelver group. Now it's just you, so you can decide when in your adventures this is.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was going on the assumption that this was before. But I mean,
after would make more sense because of your level, but whatever.
It would make more sense. So yeah, sure, after.
Okay. You note that an acorn was taken from you.
All right, I'm pissed now.
Oh.
It's like, we gotta get that back.
But your note says tree hugger.
Wow.
Not entirely wrong though. I mean, I am a wood elf, so.
And
And
had
a
a
druid.
giant acorn on you.
I need that acorn back, like now.
All right, so I guess if we want to take those papers with us so that way we can have them for reference.
Yes, please.
All
Alright,
right.
so where are you gonna head?
Did it say directionally on the papers where we might need to go, or did it just say like in general, just because the people who would know would know?
Well, it would have just said, storage room, main storage room, table 1, table 2, whatever table your stuff is at.
Okay. Any way that we can like just duck our heads over this way real fast, just to like check down the lane. Sorry, I'm wiggling my mouse like you can see. To our right, over by where those other tables are. Can I duck my head down there just real fast, like run down that way, see it, and if there's nothing interesting, then run back towards the stairs.
So when you run this way, you see that there's this cell that has no people in it. You see that there looks like to be this maybe eating area or conference area. There's a bunch of tables and chairs, and around the corner, you can only see so far. You just see more hallway. There's a well. You see some reindeer, or you see, if you go around, you'd see one reindeer in a pen, and you would have to go further in to see anything else.
Okay, I'm just gonna run back to the group, be like, this just looks like more holding area stuff. We probably need to just go towards the stairs.
Very well.
Awesome.
And you hear from the hobgoblin just yelling after you.
Oh, he's still a reindeer though, so we'll come back for him.
Just yells in reindeer.
Yells in reindeer.
All right, so if you are all going to leave,
We're going to leave?
is that what you wanted to do?
She points it to Collins like, we're gonna make like a tree and leave.
Where's...
Yo.
Are we going to find her stuff, though?
Oh, I don't think that our stuff's in this area, like, because it just looks like more holding cells up in this general area. So if we go this way, we might be able to find our stuff. Unless we want to go looking further. I mean, like, I just really quickly looked.
Was it like just one long hallway, or was there a... Did it turn?
There was a
branch
well,
off?
there was some reindeer, like...
It's a big map. You didn't. So there's more, but she was just taking a quick look.
I mean, really, it's 6 one, half dozen of the other. We have to make a choice, so... I still wish I lit that guy on fire.
So, Lenra says stairs. Who wants to continue searching?
I'd rather stay together as a group, so I'll go with Lenra.
Okay.
All right, little man, what do you want?
Oh yeah, you're still holding him.
Yeah, just addressing Squib. Okay, little man, what do you want?
Yeah.
Investigate or go up the stairs.
What? They said her stuff's on tables. As long as there's tables, we need our stuff back. And if our stuff's in here, I feel like we should look for it. And if we don't find it, then it's not here. Like, Squib is now kind of in the process of having like a nervous breakdown because he's like starting to think he's not going to get his stuff back. But he's just like, I don't know if they're here or not. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll go. But if can we come back if we can't? If we don't find stuff.
Lenra comes over to him and just kind of like open face sandwiches him. It's like it just speaks to him in Goblin, just very hushy, like, "Hey, it's okay. We're gonna find it. Chill your shit."
I get the feeling you got a natural 20 on that.
No, I rolled a 17 in terms of how to respond to it, so which is good. But I'm also like Squib just kind of like he gets like he looks like he's about to spit in your face, and then just kind of goes, "Fine."
It's okay. You're just an open face sandwich.
Maggie, I want to be back. Damn it!
Just taps his cheeks and walks off.
What is my life right now?
Okay, so up the stairs we go.
Alrighty. All out in the snow, and it is still cold. It is morning now, but there is just the piece of the after snow piece. There's some flurries that have fallen, and there are a couple of reindeer. And I'll zoom out so you can see a little bit more.
Do any of those sheds look like a storage shed?
It looks... there's some of the stores that you had seen, some residential areas, and the most storagey looking storage place is the building you just came from.
Can we go back inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so back inside we go.
Cause she just has this like this dumbfounded are you fucking serious? Look on her face, as soon as they walk out and nothing looks viable, and she's like, whatever. Just
Alright.
doesn't even say anything, just walks back inside.
Squid. No, it's actually no. As being out in the cold weather, it actually kind of calmed me down a little bit. I'm doing okay, thank you. That's
Good. I'm glad you cooled down.
Oh Lord. Alright. Did you tell us about the reindeer?
You saw. Well,
Linra?
Linra directly saw two people turn into reindeer. You all kind of heard the bugbear turn into one.
No, I meant the one around the corner.
They were in plain view. You just saw
okay.
reindeer.
Okay. Can anyone here speak with animals? Or are we too low level for that?
I'm too low level for that.
Alas. Worth asking though.
I can only speak at animals, and I don't think it's very effective for me.
Same.
Takeo and Linra, both of your I forgot to mention this before. Both of your Harper coins are gone.
Well, I kind of figured when you said.
Yeah, and it's noted on the
everything's
paper that
gone.
they're on table 4.
So yeah, it's I have wild shape, but I don't have.
My guess is that if it says there's tables if the page has said there's something with tables, then I would imagine that the tables would have to be in here. I think we just need to find them. I hope.
Linra just kind of really upsettedly stomps back towards the area that she looked earlier, because she's just I'm
gonna follow.
We're all following.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you.
Same.
Yeah.
I enlarged the map so you can see a little more.
You do that willingly, so I'm going to ask Hawthorne, can we just follow?
So, question: can we see through where Squib and Hawthorne? Is that a gate or a door?
Right here and right. Actually, those are doors.
Those are doors.
I incorrectly said that they were gates before, but they're doors. This right here is a gate.
Okay. It's do we want to enter that room? Because I mean, storage room.
Fair.
Yeah, here. I will open the door right in front of me.
It'd be funny if you just use Squib's head to just slowly open the door, so Squib can poke his head through the door and be
Squib, do you see anything? Small.
Push my ears
Little
down.
man, do you see anything?
Squib, what does your goblin eye see?
What good goblin eye? I don't know. What does my good goblin eye see?
Your goblin eye sees a room that has a couple tables, a couple chairs.
See a couple tables. I'm sorry.
Table.
I'm
sorry.
On the
Please
tables.
Cut you off. I apologize.
You see a bunch of tables. You see a white cloth on the on one wall where a PowerPoint presentation may have been. But
yeah, I don't see anything.
And to your right, you see another door that's leading back to the north.
No. I don't see anything that could be ours in here. Looks boring.
All right.
I remove the goblin from the room.
Thanks.
Oh. Linra's still being fussy, so she'll heavy-footed just walk her way out. That best equivalent is throwing a temper tantrum is essentially what this is.
All right, and as you pass the well, you see a door. Next to it, there's a sign that says storage room.
Oh, good.
You just didn't walk far enough.
Is that blood on the floor?
It's not blood, it's hot chocolate.
Okay.
This is the only map that I could find that had what I wanted.
All right.
It's okay. It's like that one map that had like the dead people in like cages and stuff and everything.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Lenra's disposition as soon as she sees storage room just instantly brightens and she's like, oh, okay. And so she just like happily light-footed like walks over and like
Linra, I'm not so good
opens
at
the
reading.
door.
As you walk by the reindeer, they start going making noises. But you are headed towards the storage room, and the doors are unlocked, and you see a room with a lot of stuff.
Hey guys, I think this is it. So she just kind of like prances in there and is like trying to look for her stuff, pulls out the papers to try and reference where everybody's things are.
I'm highly entertained that you said you pranced in there and we have reindeer.
I've been around Babs too long. I'm starting to pick up on the puns. Somebody was saying that a shirt would be sharp looking and the shirt has a knife print on it. And I'm like, sharp.
Nice to meet you.
Wow. Alright, I'm going to I'm going to let Squib down, kind of like one would put down a toddler, so he can go find his things.
I imagine he's like flailing, trying to be like, oh my god, put me down, put me down.
Basically.
Dude, I got it! Stop, thanks, man!
You're down.
Alright. So as you are looking around, you can all very easily find your stuff. You know what your stuff looks like. And it's because it's newer stuff, it's like towards the edge of the table. But the tables also have a lot of other things that have been there for varying amounts of time. It doesn't look like the people who have kidnapped you are using the stuff to sell and turn a profit. It's just there.
Okay.
But I wonder how much of this belongs to the reindeer.
Oh, all of it.
But yeah, I know. Yeah, but
some of it has like layers of dust.
But they're reindeer right now. Do they really have any use for it currently? I mean, we might be able to give it back to them if we can make them human again, but it'd be more useful if we use it. She just like picks up her Harper coin, looks it over, makes sure nothing's wrong with it, sticks it in her pocket, and then starts looking through other people's stuff like a nosy little bee.
Point of note.
Sorry.
Double check your Harper coin.
Oh shit. Do I need a roll for it?
It's if roll a d8. 1 through 4, it's cheap metal, and above that, it's nicer metal.
So Takale sees that she's looking at her coin
7.
Figures out what she's looking at.
Okay, so that's your coin.
Okay.
So now Takale's slightly worried about his.
Oh no, it's just your different levels. So she has a nicer coin than you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're too new, so.
Alright.
Alright, while Linra is inspecting her coin, I'm going to be inspecting my great axe. You know, make sure they haven't messed with it. Broken it or something.
All of your stuff is fine.
Perfect.
So let's see, your
so I'd have to break
axe, your great axe is actually next to some other weapons, and they look a little ridiculous. One specifically looks like a great club, but it also looks like a lollipop. It's the size of a great club, and it looks like a lollipop.
Oh my god.
Who are these people?
And this is called Fluffy's Sweet Treat. And it is a +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls when you use this weapon. Whenever you deal damage to a creature with this weapon, the target must make a dex saving throw, DC 12. And on a failed save, the target is partially covered in melted candy and is like, ew, gross, and has disadvantage on its next attack. it also has a thing called Taste the Mace. You gain +5 to persuasion skill checks made against creatures that have a sweet tooth.
Oh,
Yo.
goodness.
So
Are there
not
any other
zombies.
weapons besides that?
There's a lot of stuff that looks like candy, and there's on that particular table, I didn't fill that out. So no.
All
Alright,
good.
So
all the
this thing
tables
has
have different things on it.
Alright, so this thing has great club stats.
Yeah.
Oh. I can use the great club, I think.
Also, curious question: does Linra notice Takale eyeing a coin, or vice versa? Like, do we see each other like messing with our Harper coins?
Well, you two would have made a beeline for the same table.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming that's a yes, since
Yeah,
I was
you
going to
would have
check
noticed.
my coin when I saw you checking yours. So I have my acorn, right?
Yes, that would be on that table.
Okay. So very carefully make sure pack away the acorn.
Linra looks up and sees your coin. Do I instantly know like what level he is from the way his coin looks? And
Yeah,
she's
that's the one. That's probably one that you started out with before they upgraded you.
It's like, aw, you're a little one right now. She just kind of giggles while she's like getting the rest of her stuff.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Little one what?
She like holds up her coin. She's like, you get a nicer one whenever you get higher levels. And she puts it away again.
Okay.
And at that table, you see a small leather bag, a ring, a necklace, a couple of random stones, a brass mug with some jade inlay, and some gambling die.
Is Takal interested in any of that? Because if not, like, Linra's gonna dive for it.
I mean, I'd be interested in looking it over. So.
Right, well, what specifically do you want to look over? And I can tell you what it is.
I don't remember everything that you said.
Bag of beans, a ring, a necklace.
A bag of beans?
Yes.
Me and the boys up at 2 a.m. looking for beans.
Oh no.
So you said a bag of beans, and then what?
A ring, a necklace, a brass mug with jade inlay, some stone, a magic stone, some gemstones, and gaming die.
I'd definitely be interested in, like, of course, druid bag of beans, and of course the magic stone.
All right. The magic stone is a power stone with demoralize. So the stored power can only be used once. And it will basically, when you use it, it'll crack and no longer be able to be used. And whoever is making an attack roll against you will fail. So, like, if somebody, if you're low on health and someone is going to do a finishing blow, you can use the power stone, and then all of a sudden they fail their roll, and then you survive.
Does it only work for you?
It works for whoever's holding it. It's never been used before, so you have this one time.
Well, no. So I was wondering, like, if somebody else was in that situation, could I chuck it, sort of thing?
Yeah, it's whoever's holding it.
Oh, so they would have to catch it in order.
It would be on their person. Yeah.
Okay. So even if I threw it and hit somebody upside the head with it, it would work.
Sure.
Well, no, I'm like, if it was somebody else in the party or something like that, and like somebody's about ready to clobber them, I could like smack them upside the head with the stone, and they'd be okay because they might be hurt and can't catch it.
Because we have an hour left. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what about the beans?
The beans, it's a bag of beans.
Just a bag of beans? Not.
Oh, you don't know what the bag of beans are?
No.
Oh, okay. So inside this heavy cloth bag, there are 3d4 dry beans. The bag weighs about a half pound, and oh, let me do the roll. 3d. So there are 6 beans in there at the moment, and every time you use one, you have to roll a d100 for effect.
Oh. Wild magic.
The magic beans are terrifying, and if you're not careful, they can kill you.
Hilariously.
Yeah,
Not
Source, I had a party. Source, my Descent into Avernus group actually found one. Found a bag of them, and yeah, we didn't pull many beans out of it, but we pulled enough.
Well, this sounds entertaining. Therefore, I want them.
Right, so what you have left is a ring, a necklace, the mug, the random gemstones, and the gaming die.
So Lenra's gonna beeline for the mug and the gambling dice.
Okay.
Because that's the kind of person she is.
The mug is just the mug? No. I'll say the mug, it's like that alchemy jug that endlessly pours, except this is a mug that will duplicate any drink you have in there. So any ale you have, any hot chocolate with pumpkin spice flavoring.
Yes.
Just endlessly
So
pours from this.
she puts that on her oh my god, I forgot what the name of it is. She puts it on a loop on her belt, and then she also gets the gambling dice.
When you look at the bottom, instead of saying made in Neverwinter, it says made by Jill Jingle Kringle. I am convinced that Kris Kringle's wife would be Jill Jingle. When she would hyphenate her last name, it would be Jill Jingle Kringle.
I love that.
Or Jessica, damn it.
Jessica Jingle Kringle.
Huh?
Jessica Jingle Kringle?
Yes.
Oh no.
So you also have the nimble gaming die of blasting.
Wait.
Okay.
So wait, the what? What?
It's the nimble gaming die of blasting.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna be coming back from Neverland with a lot of stuff that I forgot I had.
Yo.
I was gonna say, Squib approaches the table that assuming has all the elements that he recognizes.
Yep.
And he hops up on the table and he looks at all of his things and he just kind of goes, "It's fuck shit up time." And then he starts putting all of his stuff together. He gets his knife wrench, he suits that up. Gets Peggy, he starts whirring that together, making sure Peggy's ready to go, not activated, but in backpack mode. So he puts Peggy on his back, and then he looks at the three of his comrades here. Which one of them, according to him, looks like they are in need of the most? Which one looks like they're most? Actually, no, I take that back. Hawthorne, the one that's been carrying me. He looks at Hawthorne.
What can I do for you?
You more of a defendy guy or a strikey guy?
I can do the strikey. Defendy sounds good.
Cool. So then, and a nice whirring and plate armor and stuff like that. Squib takes to his tools and he starts making and whirring, and like you hear clanking and a little very, very quick, a little bit of soldering here and there, and then he turns around and then hands Hawthorne a little gauntlet with nails pointing out of it, very similar to he has now refitted himself, and he goes, "Here you go, buddy," and that gives you a +1 to your AC.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for the lift.
Anytime.
And then he switches around, and then he takes his crossbow, and then he takes his first crossbow bolt, and then he light him with that for inferno damage or for fire damage. So you see him take a crossbow bolt, and he takes out a little piece of like kerosene oil and a little bit of flint, attached to it on top of it, and he puts it right on the front, so that's ready to go. And he turns around and he's like, "All right, what are we gonna do next?" He's very ready, and then realized we had no idea what we were doing next.
Well, we can either get out of here or we can try and save everybody.
Just on the last table, because the tables have different themes. You still have the ring and the necklace, but there's also 7 potion. Well, there's a bunch of potion bottles, but you could recognize 7 very easily, and the other ones are just potion bottles of 6 different colors, in different amounts of each color.
What are the potions we can identify?
You immediately notice 6 potions of greater healing and a potion of greater vitality.
All right, so we should take those.
Yeah, Lenro will grab a greater healing potion.
I'll take one too.
And then I'll say there's like 7 other bottles, 2 of one color, and there's purple, yellow, white, blue, green, and pink.
I don't trust those.
Can we tell what they are?
They're colorful, that's what they are.
Lenore grabs a blue one, but she's like cautious. She's just gonna like put it on her belt in an area where she probably won't reach it very easily, so she can look at it later.
That's hilariously apt.
Takale cautiously grabs what were the remaining colors?
Purple, yellow, white, green, and pink.
Green. And
right,
there were no more healing potions left?
No, there are 4 left. I was gonna grab 2, if that's all right.
Yeah, there should be enough for each of us to get at least 1, and then 1 person to get 2.
I was going to grab 1 because I do have some. I already have some, so I'll grab 1.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. That little mug, if I stick healing potion in it, is it just going to infinitely keep refilling with healing potion?
Yes, but the only thing is, you know how like Robitussin, you get quickly tired of the flavor? It's going to be like the Robitussin of healing potion. So instead of like the local ones being like, this one has a hint of lavender and this one has a hint of honey.
Oh, very flavorful, like, etc. Okay.
Yeah, this just tastes a little metallic. And you're like, ugh, I don't want to drink it, even though this could save my life.
But that's good to know, because I will abuse that.
Babs, remind me what the potion of greater vitality does?
When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend.
Okay, so good to have on hand, but maybe not immediately useful. To the party loot it goes.
Neat.
All right.
Well, Leonard just kind of looks at everybody and like sits on the edge of a table that doesn't have anything on it or in that general area. It's like, we can either get out of here and just run, or we can try and figure out and save these reindeer people. The people that took us obviously were tracking us prior to us going to where we were prior. So
yeah.
Are you sure we didn't just? I don't know. It feels like we just stumbled into a trap at that hotel, whatever.
Well, they had info on us from before we even went into that hotel. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Hawthorne just kind of bounces one end of the lollipop Great Club in one hand. It's like, you know what? Let's go wreck their day.
Down with Hawthorne. I feel like, sorry. Somehow Squib started really high octave and now he's just getting lower and lower, like he's just smoking cigarettes continually throughout the course of this one shot. His voice is getting rockier and gravelier.
See, that's why I don't even bother with voices, honestly.
Yeah.
I did for like Glenra's first game, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna use my normal voice. I'm not gonna try this shit.
What do you mean? Voices are really fun.
Well, for me, they're fun, and it's also helps me when I want to like get back into a moment. Like I like to switch it on so that way it helps. For me, it differentiate from crosstalk, like a pitch tone. Even though that's only if I do it right, which I can't say I do right all the time, but sometimes.
Valid.
So as you go through the notes, Lidra, being an experienced harper, with all the tables and everything there, you found like a few guides or some notes that people have left behind, and you're led to believe that if you go to either the Kringle residence or to the workshop, you will find the answers that you need. In the notes, it says that the Kringles have constant orders of reindeer because you see notes from like a month ago, like there was an explosion and like 4 out of 5 reindeer died and they needed to be replaced. And like 2 months ago, there was an accident, they just fell from the sky and they needed to be replaced. So you just see that there's like this constant need for reindeer.
So they do it to people.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does she recognize and have the like, oh my god, this is Santa, like just realization or no?
Who's Santa?
Oh,
This is just Christopher Kringle, who's putting in an absurd number of orders for reindeer.
So whoever this Kringle man is requesting lots and lots and lots of reindeer. So I think we need to go find this dude. Apparently his workplace is going to be somewhere in this little general area.
And you see a lot of the nicer cutlery and flatware and stuff is made by Jessica Jingle Kringle.
And she looks at the bottom of the mug and she's like, oh, apparently I think it must be his wife makes these things.
All right, so how about we go to the residence?
Well, I don't think I can do a vote while I'm actively recording. So, who wants to vote to go to the Kringle residence, and who wants to go to the workshop?
1 through 10, workshop. 11 through 20, the other place. Workshop. Roll to 10.
Okay.
Hawthorne says the residence.
Do we split the vote?
Wait.
She looks over at Takale and is like,
Wait, I only have 2 votes. What was the third?
oh, sorry, I was workshop, because workshop was the original idea I thought maybe would work.
Okay, so Takale, do you want to roll for it?
What do you want me to roll?
Roll a d8. 1 through 4 is workshop, and above that is the house.
It is 4.
All right,
so workshop.
Workshop. Sorry, Hawthorne.
Sorry, Hawthorne.
Squib locks and loads his crossbow that it just has his arrow, and he goes, let's give these assholes pain deer.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh, loud.
I wanted to start doing this in games, but because you made me go, oh my god.
Yeah.
You get inspiration.
Yay. Yay, I'm terrible. No.
Yes, you are. God damn it.
All
right.
Let's go bust some skulls, guys.
Yeah.
All right. So you go through the town and you see people looking at you through the windows, and some are very confused seeing that you're not reindeer. But as you walk by, they like close shutters, like they want nothing to do with this, and it's also like, don't come in here.
Squib absolutely flips off anyone that looks at him.
She like Leonard just sticks her tongue out. She's like,
Yeah.
And the main road goes through town, and then it splits off in 2 directions. To the left is a very nice looking house. It's very large. And to the right is like this massive workshop that somehow still looks rustic. And it is fully lit up, and there are clearly people inside working. So as you head up, you go initially into the this very nice lobby, and you just hear like kind of elevator music just coming from the air, just do do do, and no one comes to greet you when you come inside.
I'm guessing that we see a little entranceway to go through towards another area.
Well, there's this entranceway, and then there's this one, and then there's this one, so you can really go anyway.
I'm gonna go in through the center front one.
Squib follows.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Hawthorne will as well.
Okay.
So will Takeo.
Right. So as you go in, I'm gonna have you go around to the left. There's this big, massive Chris Tolstahan Suquanakadan mystery. I think I got a ball on that one. And there's like all these cute little toys there. There's wrapped gifts. There's a big teddy bear. There's what looks to be like a doll that you would give to a druid. And as you walk through, there are all these tables with curiously small elves. Like elves you've never seen before, but you see them, you don't think gnome, you think elf. And they're working on toys, and some are making dolls. And what you see right ahead of you is a certain gnome that goes,
Hey, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be back in the cells turning into reindeer.
Excuse
I'm
me,
feeling
no?
a fireball. I'm feeling a firebolt coming on.
a firebolt, okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do it. But that's just that, like, an inner thought of Takeo is like, I'm feeling a firebolt coming on.
Oh, trust me, I'm far enough away I can do shatter and he'll be some ear-piercing thunder time. Be like, no, we don't agree with that reindeer plot. You have such
Well,
a
we
need
like to call
for
them reindeer
them.
games, but whatever.
Linda like waves the papers like, look, you having a constant need for them, but you're turning people into reindeers. That ain't right.
It is called supply and demand. I don't understand the issue.
Maybe take people who don't want to have a will to live, not people that actually have things that they need to get done.
I mean, you're all the way up near Icewind Dale. I would assume that you wanted to die.
I'm going to be that little lemon drop that y'all were describing me as and say, no. Do you want to try this again?
Drop because you're so bitter at me. You look sweet. You're really bitter.
How about we just cave his skull in? Get this over with.
I'm okay. I am surprisingly
Can
okay
Leonard
with
just
this.
go ahead and just cast shatter at him and cause him ear-piercing pain?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. So I got a 17 on my attack roll.
Shit.
That hits.
3d8 thunder damage. Okay. 2, 7, and 2. All right. So 11 is his damage that he takes on thunder damage.
I totally just remembered you let me turn into a velociraptor.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was the damage?
11.
All right.
Oh, nice.
All right. So you hit him for 11 damage.
And let me guess, we need to roll initiative.
Yeah, you need to roll initiative.
My initiative's 13.
Where are you? So 13. Hawthorne, what's your initiative?
19.
Damn. Squib, what's your initiative?
10. I rolled 7 plus 3, so that's 10. Man, I've been rolling 10s like pretty consistently tonight.
All right. Takeo?
16. 13
Okay.
plus 3.
Oh no, are the toys also going to be weaponized? They're very large.
So, let's measure that distance out. They're large, it can't move the way I want it to. Alright, so this bear is going to move in front of Linra. It cannot do anything at the moment. It is Hawthorne's turn next.
Alright, is that toy next to me an active combatant?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to wreck its day.
Beat it with
Alright.
lollipop mace.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so I'm assuming a 21 hits.
It does.
Alright. 14 damage. And then I get a second attack. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay. Oh. And of course I forgot to rage because I don't run enough barbarians. So.
No.
Roll 20 just started to be weird. So you said you did 11, or how much damage did you do to the doll the first time?
I did 14.
Oh shit.
And then, yes, and then I will rage for next turn. Since I'm actually, oh no, I lose it, so never mind. Hold up.
I need to figure out if there's a way for me to like just open up a tab and it just have all of my bard stuff.
But yeah, so he needs to do a dexterity saving throw, DC 12, or get partially covered in candy.
Alright, it is covered in candy.
Spice.
Sweet.
Alright. And it is the doll's turn. The doll is going to get a little bit closer to you. Actually, doesn't have to. The giant doll is going to use Wanting Wail. The doll screams, and each hostile creature within 30 feet who can hear the doll must make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
What?
You know, I'm going to lower that because I didn't nerf this like I did everything else.
So
I'll say
how,
a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw.
which doll is doing the whale thing?
The druid one.
Okay, so how close is he to me? I have no idea.
24 feet.
So I'm out of range.
No, everybody's within range. It's
Okay.
everybody within 30 feet.
Oh, I thought you said 15 for whatever reason.
Nope.
Okay.
No, it
and
was a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. I'm lowering that.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Okay,
So
okay,
dex-
I got a
that-
20.
You said dexterity?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
What-
So I have a +2 for wisdom. Wait, no. I have a 5. Haha, hopefully this helps.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope yours is better than that.
25.
Yes.
Dang.
Yeah, I got a 21 myself.
Alright, Lynn, what'd you get?
I got a Linra, sorry.
For what? I'm sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. Sorry. I was spacing out.
It's okay, I personally blame you.
I got a 16.
16? You still made it in Squib.
I rolled 12 plus 2. Bring.
Alright, so that's 14. Alright, so you all make it, so
Woo!
the doll tries to scream to disable you after being hit, managed to take no damage because you rolled above. So it basically got hurt, it cried, and nothing happened. Kale, it is your turn.
I am now annoyed at this doll. So I would like to cast Produce Flame on it.
Okay.
Nice.
It's my cantrip. So it's a D8 of fire damage.
Okay.
5.
Alright. And this poor doll that has been, you recognize as something that's been given to druid children every winter Emus, just bursts into flames. And it lies smoldering underneath the tree. Sets out of rotation. And is that all you're going to do? Are you going to move? Bonus action and anything?
What are those? Are those desks
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to kind of step forward to that little symbol that's on the floor, the green one. Yeah, right there.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so it's Linra's turn next.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to use that this round. Sorry, I was just prepping for potential. I'm going to go ahead and do Shatter again at Big Boy, just because I know I can rely on that to take a chunk out of him.
Okay.
Nice. I love Shatter. Shatter's one of my favorites, especially with bards.
Yup. Oh, yes, I got an 18 on my roll. All right, 7 plus 3 plus 6. So 16 on damage. Oh, actually, haha. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage can increase by 1d8 for each spell slot above level 2. I'm going to go ahead and use my 3rd level spell slot for that. Woo. And increase 1 more. So 16 plus 1. Okay, so 17.
Wait, give me 1 second.
Sorry.
Okay, no. So what was that damage?
Total damage is 17.
17?
Still pretty spicy hit.
Where were you when the OMV guys were playing? Okay, so just the way the building is made, it's usually meant to amplify the holiday music and just torture the elves, but instead is now used against this one, and it just focuses and just shatters his brain. His head rocks a little bit in pain.
Yo.
And he stumbles back into his big squishy chair.
Drop.
And he just screams, "Mistress! Mister!" And it is now Squib's turn.
Squib immediately drops Peggy. Peggy, for anyone who's unfamiliar with a Goblin Artificer Artillerist class, this is an Eldritch Cannon.
Excuse me?
Yes. It is a 4-legged spider-like creature. It's big enough to hold me, and I'm a very small creature. But it is a fixed. There's a fixed cannon on top of this 4-legged creature, and it responds to my commands. And at which point, I have outfitted it this particular outing as a flamethrower. And I'm going to point it directly at the stuffed bear, and making sure that in a 15-foot cone to make sure that the Christmas tree behind it is stuck in there too. And I'm going to cackle maniacally and be like, "Peggy, fuck him up!" And Peggy is going to let loose a deluge of fire upon the teddy bear and the Christmas tree, the front half, nowhere near Hawthorne or the other creature down there.
Okay, so what's the damage on the teddy bear?
The damage on the teddy bear, the teddy bear needs to roll against a dex saving roll. It has to make a 16.
19.
19? That's okay. It still takes half damage. That's for 2d8. Wow, nice. 12. So it takes 6 points of fire damage. And then also, because it hit the Christmas tree, anything flammable immediately ignites in a fire.
So Hawthorne's going to want to move.
Eventually, I mean, it's at the top part. I mean, unless that whole thing is going to go up like in flames like that.
Have you seen Christmas tree fires?
They go poof, real fast.
Oh, gotcha.
Like
Sorry,
within 6 seconds fast?
Nah.
Yeah, because if it's going to take 6 seconds-ish, I can get out of the way.
Okay.
I was going to move anyway.
Cool.
So Taskmaster,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the end of
right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn. Because I used an action to deploy Peggy, otherwise I would do a bunch of other crazy shit. But because that was part of my action, I'm just gonna do that.
Alright, so Taskmaster takes out his flask again, unscrews it, and pours it out. There's way more hot cocoa coming out of it than you thought before, and that summons a hot chocolate elemental. And he has no bonus action, so he is going to move back a little bit. He just moved back out of field. And it is now Hawthorne's turn.
Alright. So I am... Alright. So... Let me see. How far is it from me to the hot chocolate elemental?
42 feet.
Alright, is there a way I can move 40 feet that gets me within range of both the teddy bear and the hot chocolate elemental?
How close to them do you gotta be?
Let's see. It's a great club, so let me double check it, because I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn grids back on so it'll make this whole distance thing a lot easier.
Alright, it does not have reach, so it's only 5 foot.
Your distance is 40 feet, so you could be like right here.
Is there any... Let's see. Alright, would I be able to... Okay, and I'd be able to wreck on the teddy bear at least?
Oops. If you move back a little bit, you could be knock the teddy bear.
Okay, so, because I'm going to just rampage.
Okay.
So I am going to bonus action and rage.
Okay.
So... Just... Oh no. Let me just actually make a note of that so I remember how many I've got left. And then I'm just going to wail on it. Alright. So a 28 hits and a crit.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Alright, so
Actually,
for
the bear has critical hit immunity.
Ah, no.
What?
Okay, so do I not roll the extra dice then?
Right.
Okay. So for the first attack, Lord, I'm a zealot barbarian too, so I have like extra math. Lord, sorry. Alright, so Lord, why is it? Alright. So 14 plus 7.
No one has ever critical against something that had critical hit immunity, so that was the first time I could be like, haha, that doesn't work.
Alright, well, it just took 21 damage.
I think I
Yeah.
killed it.
Oh dang.
Yeah, and you had nice.
It has 1 hit point, so with that strike, a bunch of stuffing just puffs everywhere.
Alright, and then since
some
I
of it
hit
flies
for the
back enough to get burned by the hot cocoa monster elemental.
Alright, and then since I hit for the second one, does that just destroy the teddy bear?
Yeah.
Alright.
So
The teddy bear is no more.
You just see this sad, like, skin of the teddy bear on the ground. Its stuffing is everywhere. So Hawthorne, is that the end of your turn?
Here, I'll use the last of my movement to move towards the hot chocolate elemental.
Okay, so you move back up here.
Yes.
Alright, Kale, it is your turn.
How far away is the hot chocolate elemental?
30 feet.
Okay. Sorry, I just needed to know for, weapon purposes.
Just for time, I'll say yes. That hits. Is that a regular bow or magical bow?
That was just a short bow. I didn't cast flame arrow on that one.
Okay. So 17 hits. That is 9 piercing damage. Okay, Linra, it is your turn.
Okay.
Unless, Nikhil, did you have any movement you want to do? Bonus action?
I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay. I'm always going to try and remember to ask. I've accidentally shorted people. So, Linra, I apologize. It is your turn.
You're fine. I'm trying to figure out if... Would the hot chocolate elemental even be damaged if I try and hit it with a rapier? Or would it just, be water?
Just because I'm looking
Only one way to find out.
Just because I'm looking at the time, and I should have did this for the bear, it will be hit.
Okay.
Normally,
yeah, then...
no, but time, yes.
So normally the arrow wouldn't have worked either.
Right.
Okay.
Its
so
resistances are fire, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical items, but because of time...
Okay, so if I would have cast flame arrow, it would have worked.
No, because it's resistant to fire.
Oh, it's resistant to fire. Okay.
Yes.
I run to position myself to where I'm 20 feet away from Hawthorne, but closer to the elemental, because I'm going to do something not rapier related. I don't want Hawthorne getting hit by this.
So do you want to
Well, no,
here?
the other way on the other side of the tree. At least 30 feet away, I think, is what
here?
Yeah, because I want to make sure that Hawthorne's not going to get smacked by this.
Okay. And just because that's how the grid is. Okay, you're there.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
It rolled 12.
Okay, so I got 13 plus... No, I got a 13. So I keep forgetting I don't have a fucking strength modifier or anything like that. So I guess my 13 is a successful attack throw? I'm sorry, I forgot. You said you got a 12?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, then it fails its throw. So it's going to take 2d8. No, technically 3d8 damage because I'm casting it at second level.
Okay.
So
Damn.
7 plus 2 plus 3. So 12 damage, and it gets pushed back 10 feet away from me after it gets thunderwaved.
Is it 10 feet?
Yeah.
Ooh, you have Thunderwave too.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just boy, and it just
So that it gets pushed back, and you just see this trail of hot cocoa, and the elemental. Oh, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
The elemental kind of raises up. You see its wings of hot chocolate. Looks like a big goblin with wings. It looks at Hawthorne. Reaches inside of its chest, pulls out a marshmallow, and hurls it at Hawthorne.
No.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
It does not. I have 19 AC.
Oh, okay.
holy smokes.
Dude.
So because you're kind of on a table, the marshmallow hits the table that you're on, but does not hit you.
And to be sure, that includes the +1 that I gave you before we fought, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Dang.
So the table is restrained. It is now Squib's turn.
Where's that Taskmaster at? Is he still here? Or did he run away?
Oh no, he's still here. He's just
Hiding?
A little
Yes.
further back.
there you go.
Wimp, like a whiner. How far away is he from me?
Oh, he's pretty far.
I need a number.
60 feet.
60 feet? 60 feet exactly?
Yeah.
That's within my range. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally gonna arm my arcane firearm, crossbow with my loaded up dart, and I'm gonna take a pot shot right at his goofy looking face. So I'm gonna do that. Let me roll my dice.
All right. Forgot his voice.
14 plus 6, so that is an unnatural 20 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. I mean, granted, it sounds way more impressive than it is. It's just a 1d6 plus an extra d8 plus fire damage, but let's just, whoops, no, dropped it. Come on. Why am I not rolling my dice right? 3, so that's 3 points of piercing damage plus 1d8 fire damage.
Oh, well, you killed him.
It's 11 points of damage? Really?
Yeah, he was only down to 2, remember, from the hit that I did on him, that second shatter?
That's right. Wow.
He
Yes.
did.
Yeah,
So you just
He
tenderized
immolated.
him.
So
Tenderized
you,
and immolated him.
So yeah,
as he falls to the ground.
and then it engulfed him in flames.
So as his body falls engulfed in flames, he drops his timepiece, and it says "Remember October 3rd" on the inside.
Oh.
I'm a Full Metal Alchemist nerd.
And Squib gives 0 shits. No.
All right, so
Squib like sees him fall over and just kind of goes, "Woo!" No, I do. Squib might not, but I care.
all right, so
I guess what I'm gonna as a bonus action, I'd like to use my boots, my wearing boots of winding path to actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. Screw that. I'm gonna send Peggy forward in front of the alongside the Inferno tree. So
right here.
yeah, there you go, smack dead center. For anyone following along, the Eldritch Cannon has an AC of 18, only has 25 hit points, but it's a fun little thing, and that's the rest.
Okay,
I love it.
Hawthorne.
All right. I'm going. Yes.
Oh. Before you do anything, just because this happened a minute ago, I just didn't have a chance to say it. As the fighting happens and as the Taskmaster has died, you hear, just off to the side, you hear a door close, and you hear jingling and a woman's voice going, "What is going on here?"
Jessica.
A woman just walks in to the side. But yes, it is Hawthorne's turn, so Hawthorne can do whatever.
Jessica Jingle Kringle McCringleberry.
Alright, so Hawthorne is just going to casually walk up to this elemental, giant lollipop in hand, and provide the smackdown.
This would be a hell of a time to crit fail.
Yeah. So let's see, we have a crit for the first one.
What?
Okay.
So that is going to be Lord. Okay, so that is it's a crit and a 19.
A 19
so
that hits.
Yeah.
What's the damage?
I'm doing the math right now because I wind up having a lot of dice because barbarian.
Yeah. That's some crazy good roll action.
Alright,
Oh my
so
God,
the
that's
crit.
bad.
Oh wait.
Be
Oh wait,
fine.
no, the crit rerolls the. Alright, so that's 36. Yeah. So 36 off the crit.
There's
Is the elemental? Yes.
It did.
It's dead and not coming back. It had 9 health.
Good.
Dang!
So do you want to describe how you kill it?
How how does one kill someone with a giant lollipop when they are basically liquid? Basically,
And hot
okay.
chocolate.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm going to just bring this giant lollipop down through what is approximately its head. And then I'm just going to stir it violently.
Just literally stir.
Okay, and
I'm
since
going to violently stir it.
since you are doing that, please roll a 1d20 for me.
So I went
Oh,
for
boy.
shaken. I went for shaken, not stirred, and you went straight for stirred.
No, she
14.
went for blenderizing.
Okay. So after you stir it a little bit and you pull the lollipop out, it's only a little bit melted,
Okay,
just due to the intense heat of the hot chocolate elemental.
okay. And I'm going to use the last one to, I guess, I don't know, break a table because I can't reach Jessica. But I'm going to use the last of my movement to advance on her.
Okay, and what movement is that?
I have 40 total,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
so I
I think
don't
you
know
have
how
30
much it.
feet.
All right, so yeah, move me another like 30 feet, and I'll like break a table or something on my way.
Okay. Improvised weapon.
All right. So what's the damage with the? Wait, I'm using the lollipop to break a table.
Okay.
Alright, so it would be like 14 damage to a table along the way.
Okay, the table
Shatter the
shatters.
thing.
There are pieces of like toys that go everywhere, and you hear some of the elves go,
Oh, darn it! I gotta count that. Why would you do that? So much work. I don't have any overtime this week.
and
Oh no!
it is now Jill Jingle Kringle's turn. And Jill Jingle Kringle, I don't understand what is going on here. Could you please tell me what is going on for just a moment?
Linra hollers at her and's like, your little dude tried turning us into reindeer because he has a supply and demand and expected us to not do anything whenever we found out what was going on.
Well, of course. It's for the greater good. It's for the children. Do you just wish the children on Solstahansaquanaquadan to not wake up with gifts? This is how my husband transports toys to all the good children, and you are just making me so
Very angry.
and I don't have it set up for this game, but she turns into the Krampus. And
Yo.
She is going to rush Hawthorne and use her horns. So let me run up. I'm gonna roll horns. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
So that's
Gee.
7 piercing damage.
So I take 3.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're right.
and You
Yeah.
have to succeed on a DC 17 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Damn.
Alright.
This is after me nerfing her, okay?
God.
Alright, so
that's
this is a
scary.
DC 17 strength, did you
Yep.
say? Okay. So let's see. I have.
That was very loud. I'm sorry.
I personally blame you.
Alright, so I got a 19.
Okay. You are not knocked prone.
Spice.
Alright, Galen, it's your turn. You see this woman in a very nice red dress, she looks very sweet, just turned into this horned demon, and you're like, what the
The
hell?
fuck.
Let
How
me-
far?
Let me pull up the art for her because it's actually very nice. Well, the art for the Krampus, because I liked it. And I wish I could have transformed for you.
Can I say that all of the stuff that's supposed to be very cute and endearing and awesome for children being turned into dear God alive?
Wow.
Nice.
Yes!
That's rad.
the fact that all of that is being turned into like the whole Peter Pan and then this, I'm just like,
I didn't kidnap kids this time.
no, but it's still for the children. It's
Yeah.
still for the children.
It's to help the children have a nice Solstice Hansa Chronicodonmus.
How far is she from me?
If you go through the tree that's on fire, she is 70 feet from you.
Yeah, I might not. No.
My range isn't that.
Yeah, like Squib and Takeo would just be like, "What the heck's happening? I heard a voice, but I have no idea what's going on right now."
You just have a flaming tree in front of you, and it's just like, why?
It works.
Cool.
Alrighty. I'm gonna switch this out. And I'm gonna do this.
So wait, what are you doing?
Longbow. Switched out for a longbow because I needed something that would go a little bit further.
Are you gonna shoot through the tree that's
I'm
on
gonna
fire?
shoot through the tree and hopefully catch the arrow on fire so it hits her while it's on fire.
Yo.
Oh, I love that.
I'll say roll a d8. 1 through 4, it does not catch fire. Anything higher, it does. And I will double that damage because you got 2 piercing.
I got a 6!
Yes!
Nice.
4 damage. It is now Linra's turn.
I'm gonna use my last level 3 spell, and I'm gonna upgrade Shatter for more damage and try.
Is that
and...
gonna affect Hawthorne?
Oh,
and the
how
elf?
close is Hawthorne?
Right on top.
Melee range.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. 10-foot radius centered on that point.
So you would hit an elf and you would hit Hawthorne.
Damn it. Technically anything that I would...
The elf is also already upset that they have to stay overtime.
Would there be any way that I could just run over to the elf, pick him up, and like move him out of the way without Krampus killing me?
Yeah,
Oh.
actually, because Krampus is focused on Hawthorne.
Oh, fine. Then I'll just go pick up the elf and like move him off to the side and be like, "Stay." I'm not concerned with you. I'm concerned with them.
30 feet away, so.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna yeet an elf?
I'm gonna yeet an elf. I'm gonna be like, "Move."
Alright, so where are you sending this little guy?
Straight back towards like the in between, like the table edge.
So here?
Yeah, just a little bit further back. Right there, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you would be hitting Hawthorne and you'd be hitting Krampus.
Now I'm just gonna strike with my rapier.
Okay.
Because I would also technically be within that 10-foot radius, so I would also
Okay.
technically get hit. Oh, cool. I have an 18 to hit.
Alright, that hits.
All right, so 8 damage.
Alrighty. It is Squib and Peggy's turn.
Oof, yeah, I got little legs. I'm in a big room. I got to figure out what I want to do.
Tell Peggy to come pick you up. Hail a taxi.
Yeah, right. Boy, I'll get there. My speed's 25 feet. I guess I'm not that slow. I'm gonna, with my goggles on, I guess I'll do like the saunter across, over alongside Peggy, as far as close to Peggy as I can get, I suppose.
Alright, you can get right up with her.
Cool. Can I see the Krampus Kringle
Yep.
puss? Yeah.
Just like a jingle kringle?
Yes. At first glance, can Can I see anything metal on Krampus's person?
Yeah, she has chains for when she needs to torture people.
Nice. Okay,
She's probably wearing jewelry.
that's cool. If I see the chains, then I am absolutely going to cast heat metal upon them.
Okay.
So that is, I'm going to cast it. It's the second level. It's the only, the only thing I can cast it as. But it's 2d8, 2d8 plus 3 fire damage, and then she can make, she can save for half damage, but she has to roll a con save of 16 or higher.
She has high constitution.
Okay, well.
Oh no, she rolled a 9.
Yay! She takes all 11 points of fire damage. And the thing with heat metal is that if they are attached, it will continue burning her per round as long as they are touching her body.
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of the things that I feel like makes heat metal almost OP. like the details on it. I'm trying to remember them. I thought I had them written down, but I can pull them up. But heat metal 5e. Come on. Yeah, choose a manufactured metal object such as armor. If the creature is holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. So that means if the chains are physically attached to the Krampus and the Krampus cannot let go of them, then that means the Krampus has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until my next turn.
Okay.
Yep. Heat metal all day. And then, so that's my movement. That's a spell cast. Are there any other bad guys around, or?
Not at the moment.
I'm just gonna have Peggy set the tree on fire again.
Oh, it's still on fire.
More fire.
More fire.
Just it's a garbage bonus action because there's nothing else I really can do at this point. So I'm just gonna cackle again, be like, "More fire, Peggy!"
Okay. Hawthorne, it is your turn.
Alright, I am just going to wail on her. A 29 and a 25 hit.
Both hit.
Alright, so that is going to be 26 total damage.
Oh shit. So well, first, how do you want to do this?
Yay!
Oh, oh boy. Let's see. The guy who tried to turn us into reindeer said something about her. So I'm like, I kind of want to make like a smart-ass comment about what he said, and then just crush her. Just right down, like between the. She has horns, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right down between the horns. Just...
Okay.
Because I am a simple man, and this is a wailing lollipop. Like.
I'll drop your weapon.
Does it wail as he wails?
It does not. No, unfortunately.
Oh,
Somebody needs to
man.
make a wailing axe that is sentient and alive that wails whenever you hit somebody with it. So it's like
Yes.
crying out in pain.
I hope.
Like the-
Oh God.
This went dark
I-
really quick.
either that is just the I could just see the Hawthorne swinging the thing and the thing going banzai wham.
Yo, that would be great.
Hey, so Squib needs to make a sentient great mace that can wail and scream things whenever it's being used as a weapon.
I technically could.
See,
Technically, I could do that with magical tinkering. I could imbue a non-magical item with an ability and it's very it's like a cantrip for artificers that specific action, it could make a noise. That is something I could actually do.
You need to do that for another game.
Yeah, I can't do it. There's no way I could do it in combat now, but yeah, for a future game, totally.
Well, as you show her the business.
Okay.
Just, just
no.
blood. Like you Gallagher her. And blood everywhere. And one of the elves goes, "That's not candy syrup." And as upsetting as her body is, kind of like a Time Lord, it starts to glow gold, and then she disappears. All the elves are silent. And
Oh, so she respawns.
Don't you know about the jingles and the kringles?
Nope.
What?
Okay.
Enlighten us.
Well, it'll take about a day, but they're gonna come back. They're gonna be mad. I mean, thanks for killing Taskmaster. I mean, he's master at tasks. Like, he would write you up for being in the bathroom for 5 minutes. You need a full 5 minutes at least for the bathroom, and it was 9 in his schedule. He did not like it. So he's dead. That's awesome. But they're going to be back tomorrow, and you should probably go. Oh, she left her,
are you okay, hon?
No, I'm running through all the stupid ass one-liners that are running through Squib's head right now that I didn't want to interrupt with.
She has.
And as her body's dissolving, one of the elves like runs up, grabs like a bag that she had at her side, and it is a Jingle Kringle brand bag of holding.
Yo.
Can I be like, hey buddy, since I saved your friend over there, can I grab it? Can I take that?
So this isn't like regular bags of holding. So, with this, it costs 2 actions, and whatever weapon has hit the person who owns this, it can be swapped with a piece of coal that looks exactly the shape and size of that weapon. And then the other weapon disappears into the bag of holding, and only the owner can pull it back out to use it themselves.
Linra just like trying not to be too intimidating, but she's just like, can I please? I kind of need that.
I mean, you can have it. I mean, Miss Jingle Kringle made it so you can make a new one. But she has like a lot of nifty neat items that are kind of horrifying. We actually want to get rid of as many as possible, so she doesn't like come back to use them against us.
Oh yeah,
Like
so like
what?
Linra looks over at everybody like, let's get over here and take her shit. These poor things are overworked and underpaid.
We
Of
are.
course.
Squib shows up like, can you reverse the deer? How do you turn the deer back into people?
Oh, you mean the Santidote?
The what?
The Sanadote, the antidote.
Oh.
This
I
is
almost
16
inhaled my own fucking saliva on that one. That was bad. Almost died.
Lord.
Squib,
But with a couple of us, we can whip up a few patches.
please, we're gonna get these people. We want to get those. We want to get the reindeer out of here, and then hopefully you all seem very intelligent. Maybe you can find new ways of transportation for these people.
Not within a day.
Yeah, well, you can drop some plans, and then you can work towards it, I guess.
She has a mass mind spell that could have turned all of us against you.
Oh.
So
Work that.
we can't
Thank you
leave
for
fast
downhearting
enough.
us.
We can't leave fast enough. But here, let's get you these items so she can't use them later, because it takes her more than a day to remake them.
Okay.
So, some elves are opening drawers, and one has a glittery ornament that looks like it was made by a plant, because this is a bauble of plant speak. You can speak with plants. And it looks like a shitty Christmas tree, like the ones that you made in like kindergarten or first grade that has like your picture in the middle. So whoever owns it is going to have their picture in the middle, and they'll be able to speak with plants.
Maybe not in this room with the tree on fire.
Oh, it's cinder now.
Okay. Help me.
It's like, oh, she left her boots behind.
Boots?
And her black leather boots have golden buckles adorned with arcane runes. And while attuned to these boots, you have advantage on dexterity, stealth checks, and acrobatics checks for squeezing into small spaces. You also
Hey
ignore
guys,
all
I have,
icy,
like-
difficult terrain and become resistant to fire damage.
Guys,
The
I
boots
have
have 6
shit
charges
strength.
and regains all expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing, if you took her whole outfit, which you didn't, her outfit went with her, you would have been able to cast Levitate, Fly, and Tensor's Floating Disc. But you have the rest of the stuff.
Oh my god. I have like no dexterity or strength modifiers, so like if nobody has any qualms, I'm at least taking the freaking boots.
Enjoy
And
the boots.
Yeah,
for
go,
the rest,
So what's the rest of the stuff? Or is that it?
is a D12 a thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so there's 12 more items. So we already did Lidra. Lynn, roll a 1d12, give me a number, and I'll tell you which item that aligns with.
8.
8. Oh wait, I think I'm counting the wrong one. 8. The Quilt of Superior Pillow Forts.
Yo.
When a pillow fort is
Wow.
When a pillow fort is draped with this mundane-looking quilt, the entrance becomes a doorway into a magical pillow fort that is large enough to hold up to 6 creatures comfortably. You can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. When the
Tiny hut!
Tiny hut, yes!
When the fort is built, you can set the doorway to not allow one creature type inside, like beasts, elementals, fae, etc. And the fort must be built indoors or the magic fails.
That's awesome.
You got your own tiny hut, dude. That's awesome. Congrats.
Tiny hut!
All right. Do you want to go again, or?
Could I roll a d12 and find out if I get anything back?
Oh yeah. I mean, you
that-
get something, but
Okay. Oh.
roll a
1.
A 1.
I rolled-
So you can draw from the deck of many things.
Oh,
Oh
no.
God. No. Why
Or,
would I?
sorry,
no.
deck of merry things.
That still sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Still not
I'm
told.
still scared.
Yeah.
This wooden box contains a deck of paper playing cards. A full deck has 30 cards. The magic only functions if the deck is shuffled and the cards are drawn at random. You can use an action to draw a card from the deck. The mundane item is conjured from the deck and will last for 1 hour or until the card's magic is dispelled.
Oh, okay. So
Once
it's
5
not...
cards have been drawn from the deck, you cannot pull from it anymore.
Nice.
Okay, so it's not like a full deck of many things.
No, it's just a deck of merry things. And
Okay.
they're all mundane items, but it's fucking cute.
All right, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Do you want to roll again since it's not as impressive as the pillow fort?
Or
what Savvy got?
No, I want to pick a card and get my mundane object because I want to infuse it with something.
Well, it's only gonna last an hour.
I still want to do it.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. If it's only going to last an hour, yeah, I would. Yeah, even Squib's impulsive, but I don't think he'd be that impulsive. I don't want to be.
Oh, you can do 5 cards daily.
Oh, okay. Oh wow. So it's literally just a deck of merry things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, and I don't need it. Okay, I'll just take that. That's cool.
Okay.
So many murder weapons that I could use then would disappear. I could get away with murder every day.
You could. But do you want to roll again?
No, it's fine. I like.
Okay. Hawthorne.
All right. 11.
11. So 1. How'd you get another weapon? Sweet Tooth. It is a dagger. You gain +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the magic weapon. This white steel dagger has a bright red runic symbol spiraling up the blade, with a small crossguard resembling mint leaves. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this dagger, you can cast the spell Haste on yourself. However, after the spell ends, you have an insatiable craving for sweet sugary food for 1d4 + 1 days. You cannot use the haste spell provided by this item again until your craving ends.
For 1d4 days?
1d4
No,
+ 1.
Okay.
So at minimum, you have 2 days of sweet tooth cravings.
Yeah.
I like the yes in the background. That was great.
Oh yeah, that was Marco.
Thank you.
Can I ask one more thing? I'm just gonna totally take her clothes. Can I take her coat?
No, her body has disappeared. She looked behind her boots because I didn't know the boots were an item. Well, I didn't know her outfit was entirely enchanted. I thought it was just the boots. Because it says boots, and then it goes, oh, here's the rest of the clothes too. I'm like, well, she's gone.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I was about to say, I'll totally just steal, I'll still steal all of her fucking clothes if I could, but.
And I'll let you
all honestly.
You know what? Mrs. Claus turned into Krampus. Yes, I'm stealing her clothes.
I love that without context. So I'm gonna let you all roll a 1d12 one more time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with Linra because just on my screen you're at the top.
Yay! I got a 5.
Actually, wait, hold on 1 second. 1. Okay, so there's 15 items total. I had been initially counting from the ones I had already read off. So roll 1d20, and if you get above a 15, I'll just start from the beginning again.
Okay. I got a 7.
All right, so you get her hat, which is the hat of the Jollywood was. I'm not making this up. While wearing the hat, you can use an action to cast the disguise self spell from it at will. The spell ends if the hat is removed. The hat has 6 charges, regains all of its charges daily at dawn. While wearing the hat, you can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells: Sleep, Enlarge Reduce, Scrying, and True Seeing. Additionally, every day at dawn, you have a 5% chance of gaining 10 pounds of weight and growing a bushy white beard. I'll say, because it was the Krampus, it will be horns instead.
Yes.
Once this happens, it will not happen again. The weight and the horns are lost if you lose your attunement to the item. Horns grown this way cannot be hidden through disguise self spell or any similar magics. However, it can be lengthened, shortened, or styled a different way. So you can be an honorary tiefling.
Nice.
You want me to roll again if it's over 15?
No, if you're rolling on d20 and if you get above 15, I'm just gonna start again from the beginning.
I rolled an 18.
An 18, so you get the chestnuts of roasting. When you cast a spell that does fire damage, you can use this item as an extra material component. When you do so, the spell does an additional 2d4 damage, and then the item is consumed. Also, it makes all targets affected by the smell smell like roasted chestnuts.
Nice.
So I lose the chestnut when I use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But your enemies will smell delicious.
And you'll be more inclined to eat them.
Tasty.
Roll a 1d20.
To me?
Yep.
Okay. 14.
14, okay. You also get Sweet Tooth, so you get another dagger.
Oh, sweet.
Which is the one where it's the white steel dagger with the bright red runic symbols and the yeah.
I mean, it's no knife wrench, but yeah, that'll do. That's pretty cool. The weapon I didn't use at all in like in either
2 games that you were talking about it.
Yeah. Talked a big knife wrench game, didn't do much.
All right, and last person, Hawthorne. Your second D20 roll.
16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the Bauble of Plant Speak.
Yay!
There are just so many ridiculous items. Like, in real life, I want the mug of heating and cooling. Any liquid poured into this festive-looking ceramic mug is instantly heated or cooled to a temperature of your choosing, as long as the liquid does not boil or freeze. The mug has no effect on magical liquids or harmful substances such as poisons, acids, or explosives. I just want to make sure that my hot cocoa is at the perfect temperature.
Agreed.
But yay, congratulations! We finished the one shot in 1 day. That's my first for me.
Congratulations.